And we start off with a story that we weren't able to get to yesterday, but my co-host, he thought it was too important to pass up. By the way, Keaton apologizes not being able to come on Talking Point today. Of course, those who saw him on AM Prime might be wondering where he is. He's fine. He just wasn't able to, he wasn't available for Talking Point. However, the topic, as he rightfully pointed out, is quite important. It's quite interesting. It does lead to an interesting debate because the HDC Corporation chairman, he's basically justifying why they had to evict illegal squatters. They were occupying apartments on Old St. Joseph Road, Piccadilly, Port of Spain, illegally. 5 families, 18 adults, 18 people, which includes 10 children. They were evicted on April the 21st. And the scenario there usually could be quite controversial in TNT when it comes to evicting people. And the question is, to what extent do we give the due consideration to the fact that they were illegally occupying the apartments? Because the statement he made, anarchy could prevail if rules were not followed. Well, technically he is correct. It goes back to what the caller from Cascade /Blanchisseuse /Woodbrook /Port of Spain /one-time Trinidad and Tobago says. It goes against what one of our callers from Shagona says, that we have to enforce our laws and maintain order. And technically speaking, illegal squatting is not enforcing our laws. And then it sounds fine to just allow it once. You know, well, why we can't just let them stay? The problem is, for an individual, if I had a house, and I'm an individual, and I chose to do that with my house, that's on me. A government, on the other hand, when you make a decision like that, it affects society because then now it's unfair if you allow one and don't allow others. And that is the legal argument that will be made in a court of law if someone ever looked to challenge the rules because they also wanted to occupy apartments. By all accounts of the reporting, Mr. Garcia's claims that they went through all of the legal processes, which I understand you still have to do things the right way, even if the other person is a lawbreaker. And I get it, this is not violent crimes. No one is being murdered over this, although land disputes can lead to that, as we have seen in very tragic ways. No one is technically being hurt, although to what extent were these apartments I'm not sure if it says that the apartments were condemned or if they were slated for somebody else. So in that case, there is potential for someone else or for the illegal occupants themselves to be harmed. And we've seen that before as well, where condemned buildings, people have been squatting in it. I understand compassion. But again, this is part of the reason why law and order breaks down. Because you make small allowances. And then it's hard now to prevent those small windows of opportunity to turn into moderate things. You know, I have leeway, so with my leeway, I'll give a little bit more. I'll turn a blind eye to more. I'll take a little small thing to authorize a little bit more. And then moderate things turn into big things, and then big things turn into really big breakdowns, corruption scandals. So it's a catch-22. As the ASP always said, the people wouldn't necessarily like it if we enforce all of our laws. I mean, just look at, and he was speaking about road traffic laws, just look at the situation in Tobago that seems to be ongoing with regards to the political back and forth now with those who have decided to speak out. Although the licensing office itself, I don't believe has commented. But the point is, somebody was enforcing laws and it caused a debate. Who liked it, who didn't like it. But the flip side to that, as my co-host rightfully pointed out, laws should be enforced. And we can't pick and choose which ones we want and when we want them and how we want them. They technically should be enforced, all of them, all the time.